We are happy to announce that we have received a very positive and grateful response from the viewers on our newly launched questions and answers session. We have been receiving so many inquiries throughout the week via video comments and also by email, but it was not possible to answer all of them at once in a video. So we shall try our best to answer each of your questions on first-come first-basis policy. Please note that all the answers provided in this video are based on the expert advice from one of the best solicitors in the UK. Before we continue to the further details, please support us by subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates on the UK immigration law. You may please also share this useful knowledge to your friends and family on other social media platforms. Thank you.
No one believes more strongly than me in the benefits of migration to our country.
This is a UK-wide system that we are announcing and proposing today, and that is why we will be applying our points-based system.
The first question was asked by Ambreen Azhar: when UK Embassy will be opened for the new visa application form Pakistan? The answer to your question is, the UK Embassy is neither functioning nor open anymore. The Home Office is making decisions on all entry clearance applications in country and out country. The problem that you are having was, during the pandemic, the two companies, namely VFS and TLS, that take fingerprints and picture of out country for the visit and entry clearance spouse visa applicants, had closed down the offices. Only recently, over the last 2 months, they have been opening gradually in various countries. In Asia, they are open, but the problem you are finding, especially in Pakistan, for example, is to get an appointment is very, very difficult. You have to keep checking to get an appointment. If you have made your application and you still can't book an appointment, please don't panic. The Home Office will not penalize you for this delay. As soon as the offices are reopened and you get an appointment, and then submit your documents. I hope this answers your question. The second question asked by Sakal Ahmed: I applied for naturalisation on 26 June 2020 and did my biometric on 31 August 2020 through IDV app. Do you have any idea how long it will take to get the decision, or if you know someone who has got the decision recently? The answer to the question is, once you upload your documents on the IDV app, it can take from 7 to 28 days, in which commonly the Home Office is making the decision on applications. Some applicants have had a response or decisions on their applications in 3 days, so it depends on the application itself. The average time stays between 2 to 3 weeks. Please bear in mind that the Home Office's general policy is 6 months for them to make a decision on any application. For example, if you have been invited to the IDV app sooner and it's been a month or 2 months since the application is pending, it may take even longer, and the Home Office might take up to the full 4 months, so please bear in mind that the Home Office's general policy is 6 months. The third question was asked by Mazhar Ahmed: at what age the visa officer will not scrutinise an application for visit visa if he has visited many times without any crime or other? The answer to the question is, if an applicant has an immigration history of having visited the UK previously, usually 99% of the time that history works in favour of the applicant. The applicant is granted entry clearance once more based on his good history. But these days, the entry clearance officer does scrutinise the application every single time they get it. This may weigh against you if your circumstances have drastically changed from the last time you arrived in the UK. For example, now if you are married and you are looking to apply visit visa with your wife, or if you are no longer employed and previously you were. Another factor that might work against you is if you are visiting after a number of years, the entry clearance officer will then re-scrutinise the application. However, the good news, as we have pointed out in one of our earlier video titled New UK Visit Visa Changes, which you can see in our playlist, the Home Office previously used an algorithm-based software whereby they would penalise the applicants from high-risk countries like from Asia or Africa, which is no longer being used, and now each application is being decided on its merit. So in our opinion, now has never been a better time to apply for a visit visa to the UK. Another question was asked by Fatima Hakim: how long does spouse visa take? The answer to your question is, for a spouse visa is within 3 to 4 months. You should get the decision on your application if you are using the normal track that's currently available, because the fast track has been closed by VFS and TLS. Even during and after COVID-19, decisions are being made on entry clearance applications. If your application is pending, please don't panic, your decision will be with you very soon. Another question was asked by Emilia Irakazi. Has anyone received decisions yet after submitting documents and photo using IDV app? The answer to the question is, as a little earlier in this video we explained, yes, the IDV applications are starting to be considered and decisions are being made on them. Typical time is taking on them. In 7 to 28 days the decisions are being received. However, if your application has been pending for less than 6 months, it may be the Home Office takes the full 6 months to decide on applications. It really is a wait-and-see situation. Another question asked by Mustafa Tantoy. My sister, she has been married to British man, and she has got 2 daughters from him, and she was in UK in spouse visa. When she went to visit Egypt with her 2 kids, her husband sadly died in UK, and her permanent residence ran out, and she couldn't go back to UK. Now she wants to go back to UK because she wants her daughters to study in UK. Both of her daughters had a British passport, but the mother doesn't have British passport. Please could you advise which type of visa she need to apply for her, so she can go back and her both daughters to live in UK? The answer to the question is, the problem often arises whereby even though the child meets the rules, the child is 7 years old or has lived in the UK for 7 years and is under the age of 18, but when the Home Office considers the application, they deem it to be reasonable for the parents and the child to go back to the home country and the application gets refused. On many occasions when the application gets refused by the Home Office, it goes to appeal, and the judge also deems it to be reasonable for the whole family as a unit to go back and live in the home country, and many applications get refused. To guard against that, you are strongly advised to use a solicitor to submit an application, and make sure that the documentary evidence which explains the substantial ties the child has in the UK are properly showcased in the application. That is paramount, and key to a successful 7-year child application is the documentary evidence and the legal representation that are made by your legal representative. The 7-year child policy is a rule that comes under Appendix FM Private Life, which is, if a child has been living in the UK for 7 years, and it will not be reasonable to expect the child to leave the UK, then that child ought to be granted the leave to remain in the UK. In conjunction to that is, if the parents have a genuine and subsisting relationship with a qualifying child, then they can also qualify for the leave to remain in the same line as the child. Another question was asked by Sal Ladha. My child was 12.5 years when we came UK. Now he is 19 plus. I want to know, is he eligible of 7-year child route? The answer to your question is, the 7-year child route is possible when the child is under 18 and has lived in the UK for 7 years, and is not reasonable to expect the child to leave the UK during the period. The problem in your scenario is that the child is 19 now and has lived for just 6 years in the UK until he was 18, so unfortunately he can't get benefit from the 7-year child route. But you don't have to be disappointed because the option available to you is that when the child has passed half of his life in the UK, in your case it would apply when your child would be 24 years old, then he could apply under the private life route to get a visa. The private life route says that when your age is between 18 to 25 years and you have spent half of your life in the UK, then you will be able to get a visa. Another question was asked by our viewer. When applying for a spouse visa, how long does the TB test certificate remain valid? The answer to your question is, the applicant must pass the TB test which confirms the applicant does not have TB. Bear in mind that usually the TB test certificate is only valid for 6 months and should be valid at the time of making your application. A common mistake made by applicants is that the TB certificate has expired when the application is submitted. Another question was asked, do I need to pass the English test for nationality? The answer is, yes, you do need to pass the English test for nationality. Unless you are over the age of 65, you have to pass the B1 English listening and speaking test and life in the UK test as well. Another question was asked by one of our viewers was, I was granted a visa on a 10-year route, so when should I renew it? The answer to the question is, you must renew your visa every 2.5 years and 28 days before the expiry of your current visa. If you come to the UK on a spouse visa, you are granted a visa on a 5-year route, in which case you are granted 2 visas of 2.5 years duration, after which you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. Should you also have any questions regarding the UK immigration law and you haven't asked yet, please don't hesitate and write to us regarding your queries in the comments section, or email us at ukimmigrationnews&updates@gmail.com. We shall be collecting all your queries throughout the week and then respond to them by taking advice from one of the best UK solicitors in our upcoming videos. Until then, have a great day. Please support us by subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates on the UK immigration law. You may please share this information to your friends and family on other social media platforms. Thank you.